We have a big problem with our current van life rig.
So here's our issue, like this is too tight of a space at the moment.
Our family has changed so much since we first got on the road.
So we definitely need more room.
At first we thought a bus was gonna be the solution. It gives way more room and we know lots of families who travel in buses. But our bus search was a bust. Everything is really dusty and dirty.
Of course, it's now not starting.
So now we're back on the hunt for a vehicle that is gonna be perfect for our family, our life, and our travels. What's it gonna be?
It is a new dawn, a new day.
And I'm feeling.
Fix-It Frank is underway. And today, I gotta use that butte right there to transfer my supplies. Let's see how well this goes.
Baby, we gotta go to work.
I gotta go to work, sweetie. Come on, help me out. Who let the dogs out?
She's like, absolutely not.
Everly and Alex are coming because I have some big materials in the van and I don't want to hit the walls, so I kind of need Alex to help me out. I'll see you at the job. It is super amazing having this rig. Not only can we, you know, be able to camp out of it and take big trips in it, but also I can use it as a way to get materials to a job, you know, because there's so much room in the back. It allows me to be able to put 12-foot pieces of wood in here. Is it ideal? Definitely not, and you'll see why.
The biggest problem with this rig for Fix-It Frank is that it's too many materials and the door is crooked and sideways. So you walk in and then...
I'm gonna take out these cinder blocks first. Try to do this one.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that.
It's not ideal for a few reasons. One, when we're taking things in and out of here, we're messing up our paint. It's like a clown car. Every time you take something out, you're like, wait, how'd that fit in there?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It really is a clown car. I said, I'm amazed you even got these in here.
It actually went in fairly easy. Duh, you go outside.
Look, I've helped.
So I'm about halfway done with the job. I have about another day here to get done what I need to get done. It already looks so much better though. It's gonna look perfect.
Good morning, Mr. Paco. He said goodbye. Frank's been working hard on that post job for the last 2 days. He's got 1 or 2 more things to finish up over there this morning. So Everly and I figured we would go with him and hang out and take your daughter to work day. But here's the problem with the current vehicle situation. Look at Frankie's tool bag.
Well, I didn't want it to scratch the back of the car.
Fair. He needs the tools and he's got to take them there. But like, woo, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, it's dripping water. Ooh. So now instead of the camper being ready for adventure, I can't even sit in the front seat with him. That's one of the biggest reasons that we're in the market for a new car. Obviously something that we can all fit in, and the tools. And then still have a camper for camping and not a camper for working. Plus it would be really nice not to have to do the car seat shuffle. So every time that we switch cars right now, because we're switching cars a lot, we're using my parents' car and then this car, we have to move the car seat. It's not that big of a deal, but definitely takes another minute. Whereas if we had a vehicle that was ours and was our daily driver, we just have the car seat in one spot all the time.
Whew. I'm tired already.
You haven't started yet.
I know. That's the problem. I know what you guys are gonna say. It's not supposed to be facing that way. We get it, but this is what we have at the moment. So we'll change eventually.
Well, and that's the other reason why we need a real car, is so that the car seat can face the right way. Also, I think she's about to grow out of this bucket car seat, which is crazy. My sister's already like, you could probably switch to a sit-up car seat. I didn't think she was that big yet. She's still such a little baby. Don't fall off the couch. Hello, Mrs. Baby. Hello, Mrs. Baby. Car seat shuffle complete.
Yay.
All right, we're heading over to the hardware store. We're gonna go finish up that job, and then we gotta figure out what our next vehicle is gonna be.
Thank you guys, appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too.
This looks like a lot of work still.
It's 12 pieces of wood.
I was under the impression that there was only like 1 or 2 quick little things. This looks like a lot more than a quick little thing. This looks like a big thing. I think it scratched the countertop here a little bit.
I saw that.
Dang
So,
it.
if you didn't hear when we were loading, I said, I'm gonna have to refinish this countertop.
This is why we don't want to be doing these things with Sunny. Oh.
This?
It's all fixable.
Think it's time to get away and see. There's a big old world and it's calling you and me. Seattle's cold and I don't like New Orleans. There's a place
A bunch of you guys recommended bringing her playpen outside, so we're giving it a go.
Oh, you got one!
Wacko!
Bago, come on!
Go, 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 go!
I'm gonna get you fast, boy! Daddy's gonna get you! Daddy's gonna get you, Daddy's gonna get you, Daddy's gonna get you, Daddy got you! Oh, you got away! He's fast, boy! Fast, boy! Should I dove on him?
I don't want this blessing in Carolina.
Well, Alex helped me as much as she could, and the baby finally fell asleep. Now, I have to load the wood, but the baby's on top of her, so I gotta load it by myself, which is fine, you know, just part of life. And yeah, I gotta get this job done. And while I'm getting this job done, Alex is gonna be searching for our next vehicle.
We are on our way to look at 2 potential rigs. We have kind of veered off from our original plan, and we're gonna check out something totally different and not at all what we thought we were gonna be getting.
If you know the channel, you've been here for a while, all I could say is this would be a throwback to the channel. So that's what we're gonna look at right now. It's definitely a change. Definitely a change.
Since we are back in Ontario, it seems like there's less options for vehicles to purchase. Just like there's less people here, so the market is less. And then also it means that the vehicles that are available are really far spread out. So from where we live, it's a 2-hour drive to come and look at these vehicles, which is not a lot if you don't have a child driving with you. But so hopefully this will go smoothly. And then it turns out that the 2 vehicles that we're looking at are actually only an 11-minute drive from each other. So that kind of worked out perfectly. And I have a friend that we're gonna go visit who is an 8-minute drive from one of the vehicles. So it's kind of all working out.
The major thing is that you have to go to like the big cities to really find what you're looking for. You could find like pickup trucks and some cars and stuff in the smaller cities, but like Canada, there's way less people than the United States. Let's say that there's 300 million less people. So then that means if one person had a car, for every person that has a car, that's 300 million less cars that would be available if it was like a 1-to-1 ratio.
Follow me to my favorite tree. Well, I'm offering a steady hand. I could be your security. There's no guarantee.
Where are we going?
Oh, that's right, it says.
All right, we've arrived at the spot, but we don't see the car. It's a grocery store parking lot with a used car dealership in the corner of the parking lot.
It's close, got back.
He said, I'll be behind the building, which makes no sense. There's no behind of this building. Behind the used car dealer?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay, let's go.
That's Taco. Hey, there, I'm trying to Stefan.
Hi.
Who's that?
My wife.
You can drive if you want.
Okay.
You can go to road yard and drive. To speed a little bit.
Yeah, make sure it looks good, it drives well.
Oh, it's got seats. All right, so we told him we'd let him know by the end of the day what our decision is because we've got one more vehicle to go see. What are your thoughts, Frank?
All right, couple thoughts. One, major thing, it's missing the transmission dipstick because he pulled the dipstick to check it, I guess. He pulled the dipstick to check the fluid level and obviously didn't put it back in.
Kinda weird.
Also, it definitely had a little bit of vibration on the transmission when it was slowing down. I just got a bug right in the eye, literally. And it definitely has a little bit of an oil leak. And I'm trying to avoid an oil leak. And like, I know that he's saying that it didn't. I could see it in the front, like on the top. And then I could also see it underneath. And the oil was very black, which is, it's normal for a diesel. But it was very black in the sense of, I don't know how long ago he changed it. He was the original owner of that rig.
Oh, wow.
So he bought that in 2006. Nobody else has ever owned
He did
it.
some interesting things to it since then.
Yeah, well,
it looks like he painted it himself.
He did. He has a moving company.
Okay.
So like, he's probably, how you doing? He's probably damaged it several times just like doing the moving stuff.
Yeah.
And so with that being
He
said.
insulated the doors himself with some big gap fill.
Well, because he was making trips to Miami in it.
Oh.
And making those trips to Miami, he was sleeping in it sometimes.
Oh.
So that's why
I did
got
like
it.
that it already had the third row seat.
That was great, yep. But yeah,
Second
so
row.
on to the next one.
You're probably wondering how we went from wanting a giant bus to looking at a T1N Sprinter. So here's our thought process. We really want to be able to snowboard this winter. And to be able to do that, we need a rig that's ready by winter. And I don't think that we're going to be able to build a whole school bus before then. Especially when Frank is being super duper choosy, rightly so, about the engine and the transmission and the size. Because going up and down mountains in a school bus is no joke. So you want to make sure that you're getting the right vehicle to do that. Plus, building a school bus is like double the size of building a van. So reasonably, it would take double the time.
On top of that, looking for buses in Canada is a lot harder than looking for buses in the United States. If I was to find a bus, it would be in the States, and I'd probably have to fly back to wherever that is to go look at a bus. And is it worth going for one bus? You know what I mean? Like, I have to kind of almost buy
import it.
I would almost have to buy it sight unseen, and I don't want to do that.
We also need a daily driver while we're here in Canada. Obviously, it's really great that my parents let me borrow their car, but that sometimes has issues, and Frank wants to do some handyman stuff while he's here, so tools and even just moving wood to be able to build out anything. We can't put a sheet of plywood in here.
No.
So we need a vehicle that would be A, able to transport wood, B, be a daily driver, and C, allow us to keep our tools and other things like that inside the rig at all times. Then we could build the van out to be an adventure vehicle, And then we have a lot more options. We're gonna build it so that we can still fit sheets of plywood in it, so we can still work out of it, but then also go on super fun adventures, and then possibly even rent it out. And then when we have that one and Sunny, then we could rent both out. So now we're thinking like income streams, you know? This YouTube thing is great, but it doesn't pay all the bills, you know?
One big reason we're looking at the T1Ns is we know that the engines could be very reliable and they're long-lasting engines. Also, on top of that, I know how to work on them. So, you know, knowing how to work on something already makes it a lot easier if we ever have to make any repairs. We don't necessarily have to go to the dealership, but we will have to buy Mercedes parts. And Mercedes parts can get very expensive.
We're getting Lolo back, baby. Kinda, sorta, in a roundabout.
With a lot less miles. A lot less.
Yeah, so these ones actually have a lot of miles on them both, but it's still less miles than when we purchased Lolo originally.
It's almost 100,000 miles less. Actually, it is 100,000 miles less than when we originally purchased it, but
It's crazy.
yeah. I'm sorry, when we were done with it.
Ah, okay. Papa.
Mama.
Yeah, that's my name.
Ba.
Bob. You're so freaking cute.
We're pulling up on Big Red, or Clifford the Big Red Dog, you know?
Ooh, sexy.
It's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna pull up right behind it, I guess. Definitely has been repainted.
I'm kind of digging the red. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's like they put lipstick on it.
I mean, it's a lot of red lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 2006. What do you expect?
Yeah. It looks way better in the photos than in person, though. So that's the only problem with that red lipstick.
Definitely looks like a DIY job. Huh.
This is the problem with your...
Ooh. I feel like the red was the original paint. Maybe they just touched up the outside because there's no way they also painted the whole inside too. Am I crazy to think that? Smells like fresh paint though. Ooh, this is actually nice and clean.
Right, Alex?
You got some bass speakers up here.
Yeah, but radio not working. Some this one not working.
Yeah.
Now. I don't know what's going. This I put it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's starting to snow. I thought that it was spring and I did not dress appropriately and I didn't dress the baby appropriately. And the guy was literally like, "You don't have a jacket?" And I'm like, "No, because I feel like we should be in Florida right now, but we're not." Okay, they went for a test drive. We are going, it's still nice and warm in here. They're going to take it for a test drive. I think the front looks really clean. I think there's definitely some rust hidden under the new red paint job. He said that it was originally red, the whole inside's red, but he was using it for work and had like all of his logos and Google listings and stuff like that on the side. So when he took all of those off, he said it looked like crap. So his friend who works at a body shop repainted it all red. So I think when he did that, he kind of just didn't necessarily fix all the rust underneath, but just like covered the rust underneath. But it still looks cleaner than our 2003.
But it'll have to be replaced.
Maybe?
The reservoir has a coolant leak on it.
Yeah, antifreeze is go. Yeah.
Yep, antifreeze, yeah.
Is it a 3500 or a 2500?
25.
Because it says 3500.
Yeah, here other side 25. I have a too. I have a somebody in the garage. I put it.
The e-brake is also seized too as well.
The e-brake?
No working.
Yeah,
No, doesn't work. When I buy it, I don't know working too.
Yeah.
I just go garage, pay 200, and he give me like certificate.
Is it
Safety certificate.
Okay.
I just
Alright, we got a few things going on with this one. One, it definitely has a coolant leak. Temperature-wise, everything ran good. The other one actually ran smoother than this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it ran definitely smoother. This one had a little shake to it, a little vibration. That could be like motor mount. It could be a couple different things. Where the other one had no shake whatsoever, drove really well.
The body of this one's definitely better.
A little bit. This one has more lipstick on it. There's more covered rust on this one. So like even though the wheel wells, where I was like, oh, it looks like nice and clean in the pictures, they have red tape on them. And then it's spray painted red. And then if you look at the paint on the red, you could actually see like little divots in it. And those little divots are like them just spraying over, you know, pieces that have
Like they didn't sand it down before they painted it.
either chipped paint, or it could be possible like where it might have been rusting at some point.
I guess the thing is, if you're buying a 2006 T1N Sprinter,
it's just part of the game.
so
you know?
what's your bigger hesitation here?
My bigger hesitation is just the amount of oil that's kind of around the engine. You know what I mean? Like it looks like it has quite a bit of like buildup around it. And that's where I hesitate when it comes to stuff like this. So I think if anything, that first one would be slightly more desirable.
And it's less expensive by a fair bit.
Yeah. This one I would not pay $16,500 for. Canadian.
The other one was listed at $10,000.
Yeah, that's closer to the price I would pay. I'd probably offer that guy probably $6,000 or something like that, and see what if he goes for it. You know, neither one of them are safetied.
Yeah.
The other thing is like, does the e-brake on that one work?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a question because.
Well, this one is fake safetied. He said he paid a guy $200 to get it safetied, and you can't get it registered if it's not safetied.
Correct.
So you would basically, he's like, you could either go to somebody and get like a fake safety.
Well, so that other guy said it would probably cost you a few $1,000 to get that one safetied.
The first one.
And same for this one. He said if you don't know a guy, it's probably gonna cost you a couple $1,000. So that's something to think about before we decide to buy. You know what I mean? He said I have a guy also, that guy said.
The other guy said he had a guy?
Yeah. He's
But
like,
that guy's in
I just say
Toronto.
you're my family, my cousin. So yeah, I mean, I think that's the issue with these Sprinter vans. As much as I love them, I think in 20,000 miles, you might have blow-by.
But like how much, we're not looking at it as a full-time rig.
We're looking at it to possibly rent it.
Sure, but like
We're
if
looking
they're
at it
renting
as-
it, they don't care about blow-by as long as it drives.
I care about it because I'm going to be the one fixing it. I don't know. I'm just a little hesitant. Let's regroup. Let's think about what we're doing.
Okay.
Let's make a smart purchase, not a dumb purchase. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make a purchase.
That's all Alex wants to do is make a purchase. I don't feel like I want to put a new engine in anything or anything like that right now. Or a couple
I
of years
just want to
from
be
now.
like moving forward.
I hear you, but we got to move forward in the right way.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most important part is moving forward in the correct way. So,
Let's move forward to lunch.
All right, yeah, let's go get lunch. That'll make it a decision a lot easier.
We got a big bit of food. This is heavy.
I wasn't talking about the food. I was talking about Paco. Look how excited he is.
excited.
He's so excited. Yeah, look at him.
He thinks the food's for him, but it's not.
Okay, we have decided to change our minds yet again. And our GoPro also decided to stop recording audio for the next couple of clips. So let me walk you through what happened. We decided to go to all of the dealerships around our local town. And I said to Frank, I'm not buying a car anywhere that doesn't have a crazy inflatable arms. So this was our only dealership option. Luckily, this dealership also had a really sweet ride that we were super interested in purchasing, but we had to secure the financing, which took a couple of days of back and forth, phone calls and emails to get everything sorted. Then we showed up today thinking we were going to drive away with our new vehicle. But unfortunately, they said that they weren't ready for us to take it. They just wanted us to come in. I don't know why. It was kind of ridiculous. We said, let's go get pie instead, because now we're all sad. We thought we were getting a car, but now we're just getting pie instead. But later that day, they called us back and said, come on back to the dealership. We've got your car ready to go. And that was the second sweetest sound I heard this day after...
With the story?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now here's where things go a little sideways again. Once we started filling out all the paperwork and signing, we saw that there was a couple extra fees that we hadn't been informed about in all of our back and forth talking about the price.
What happened last time I got mad?
Frank's rile.
I started cleaning my hands at the
Frank's
dealership
rile.
last time.
The 235 definitely shouldn't have been on there, and I'm not going to get into a long story about why it was, but this is new to this dealership. That's it.
And all actually what I said was one thing after another has been happening in the sense of, you know, the charge that was on there. And that's why I said what I said in the sense of it's one thing after another that keeps getting added to it.
One thing, and that's the bank finance charge. If you don't want to do it, that's okay.
Honestly,
For cash, and then if you
don't
don't
want
have
to,
Alex, you tell me what you want to do.
I feel like he took the $230 off, and
There's been lots
I
of interest on it.
don't disagree with you there in any way.
You know, so nobody was trying to dupe you, nobody's
Yeah.
trying to be sleazy on the
Yeah,
These are all
it
good
just
people.
it just felt that way with their
I get it.
in that moment.
These
you
are all
know?
good people. You want to come to my house, have beer? Absolutely. You know, nobody's trying to dupe you. 235, Axel's gone, it was ready, it's gone.
Yeah.
I think let's just move on, guys. You can take
Yeah,
the truck home, you got
that's
your
kind of
insurance
what
in
I'm
place,
feeling.
plates are on it. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Think you want to finish up the
You
paperwork?
good then?
Good.
yeah,
Thank you.
No problem.
I would feel like we should just go ahead with it.
it's up to you.
It's an extra $800
That's fine.
for not having to have the hassle of doing this whole runaround.
That's fine.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry. There's
It just caught me off guard, and I got upset.
That's okay.
I apologize for that. That's okay. You're just talking about the straight shooter aspect the other day. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah,
why.
no.
That's the only thing I brought up was being straight shooters.
We got the updated paperwork with the new price, and Everly was ready to do her happy dance because this car is ours.
We haven't had 2 sets of keys for a vehicle
Every vehicle
Ever.
ever.
ever. Hey, we went all the way to Panama and back with 1 set of keys.
One set. You ready?
Paco is the new home. Can you?
Paco-
Oh,
oh,
he
you
went
go-
the wrong way.
Go in the front immediately.
Oh. Is this your new car? Is this your new car? What do you think? We can just throw a bed in there. Go camping.
Alex, you all set up in your new truck.
I don't think I've ever drove a car this big in my whole life. I gotta like get situated, like right up on the steering wheel, like
Yeah.
a grandmother. Check my mirrors. Is the car on right now?
Yeah,
It's very quiet.
it's very quiet, especially after the exhaust has been changed.
Yeah.
Let's roll these up. We have AC kicking right now.
All right.
Look at this, before we go anywhere. Look at this, Alex. Backup camera, heated steering wheel. You have all this stuff you can manage here. You can turn on all the seats and everything from right here. Isn't that sweet?
Ooh, let's drive over some stuff.
Yeah, we can.
Let's crush it. Okay, am I ready?
Yeah, I guess so. Are you? This is on you now at this point.
I'm gonna like, I just have visions of like crashing directly into this pole.
Please don't do that. Don't overturn either. Like you felt
Because
that.
of the.
Just you
tires.
don't ever want to overturn your steering wheel. You want it to go.
All right. This car is so big. I think I need a phone book. Can I get? Oh, it does raise.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I'm
can
getting
raise
up. I'm going
Also,
up.
that goes down. So if you
Okay.
hold the side over here, I
Okay.
guess you're just going for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? What goes where?
The steering wheel could go down a little bit if you don't want it. so
Guys,
high.
we're so high in the air right now.
Let me show you.
Is this an aeroplane? Am I driving an airplane right now? Is this like a military vehicle or something?
Yo, I think Alex is really excited about this purchase.
This is
honestly.
so big. What is this? Okay, I'm doing 60 already. Look at me go.
Yo, she moves. Honestly,
Whoop,
It goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
Paco,
Yeah,
how do you
it's
feel
nice
about
and
it? You have
quiet.
your own middle seat if you want.
Oh,
He's pretty happy about it too. It looks like.
yeah, we are now the proud owners of a Ram 1500 Warlock.
Warlock.
That's what it is.
This is a 2019. It is a Hemi, so we can pull a massive amount of weight with this thing and not have to worry about it. I'm pretty stoked on it. I think that it's an incredibly beautiful truck. I love the fact that it has the cab on the back. Yeah, there's so many great things about it personally. Oh, Alex. Sunroof!
Am I gonna be like that man who had sex with his car?
Yeah,
Do you
you-
know that guy?
Yeah, Tailpipes are great. You know, if we did want to use this as like a camping spot, whatever, you have this as like a rain guard too as well.
The plan for this rig is to be able to run Fix It Frank,
Yep.
and then also to build out a trailer that we can tow behind it.
Yeah, and do some winter activities with that trailer. We could drop that trailer somewhere and be able to take this 4x4 rig wherever we would like to go. And if we're going snowboarding and stuff, it's a great vehicle for that purpose.
4x4,
as well.
baby.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
excited?
I'm super excited. I'm glad it all worked out.
Me too.
And now we have this sweet ride to go on some sweet adventures in.
Yeah, it's gonna be F&A.